What's up, everybody? Got another knife review for you guys. Another tabletop. I'm sure you're probably tired of seeing my hairy ass hands, but I got another one. This is BK Becker Kabar BK, not to be confused for Burger King. 7-inch combat. Very stealth. It's got the BK handles on there. It's got the attitude adjuster, aka pommel, aka glass breaker on there. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Maybe. Oh, there you go. There you go. Lanyard hole. Again, as mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of the lanyard holes. These, reason why I don't like the lanyard hole as much is because I figure if you're batoning or anything, or if you're trying to just chop or something, and you lose the knife, the lanyard is meant to hold the knife so that it doesn't, get away from you. But the longer the knife is, the more it's likely to come back and cut you. So I don't know. Call me paranoid, but I'm not a big fan of lanyards. I figure, like, if anything, put some grip around your handle or get some better scales. Micarta or G10 or something like that. Something that is not going to be affected by moisture or blood if you're hunting or anything like that. This here is a 1095. This is Kabar's version of the 1095, which is a good heat treatment that they have on this. You can look at some of the videos, some of the torture tests that people do with this particular knife here. Very cool combat knife. Very minimalistic. Very murdered out. Well, all black on black. I guess I shouldn't call it that, right? But very cool looking. Got a little bit of choil there. You can get that full grind, or it's not full grind, but sharpening. This is a saber grind. The handle. I particularly like the Becker handles. Some people, they're not very, it's kind of, your miles may vary, I guess, personal preference, but I like them. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. It gives you, especially when you're doing any kind of chopping motion or anything, it just feels good in the hand. It feels well balanced. Got some jimping here in the back. I'm not a big fan of the jimping. It feels a little bit aggressive. I would have liked this to be a smooth spine, 90 degree. Does this have a coating on it? So if you want to use any kind of ferro rod, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to sand this down or grind it or file it however you want. Not particularly sharp, but there it is. Oh yeah. What is this good for? Aside from, self-defense, if this is something that you'd want to carry around, now your local laws are, pay attention to them, not a lawyer or any means. So whatever the laws are in your state, county, or city, be aware of that. Here in California, you cannot carry these concealed. You have to carry them out in the open. If you ever watched the show Sons of Anarchy, you would have seen them carrying a K-bar, K-bars on their legs, right off their belt loops, and they were out in the open. That was, so that they would look badass, but also because California law states that they have to be out in the open. Any kind of dagger or dirk has to be out in the open. You can only conceal a folder. This is the sheath. It's okay. It's got some molly straps on here. Molly's not bad. It's got the belt loop on here as well. It's got the clip. Velcro. Pretty secure. It's okay. I would probably go something aftermarket. I do like that they include the little sheath here for their other companion blade. That's pretty cool. And then you can put a sharpener or ferro rod or whatever you want in here, any kind of survival. And this is held in by survival accessory, and this is held on by Velcro. One thing that I'm not a huge fan about is once you get the knife in there, maybe I'm just a snob, but that does annoy me. But, hey, it's a free sheath, I would probably go Kydex on this one. If you are kind of, I don't like noises like that. I don't like, you know, any kind of little clicks or anything like that. You know, as soon as I get my phone, I disable all the sounds. When I get in my car, disable as many sounds as I can. They just annoy me. So that's just me. I'm working on it. You know, you can only talk to so many people about it before, you know, they start looking at you. But anyway, yeah. Got a couple of holes here for some paracord. Wrap this around your leg. So that way, you know, when you're walking through the jungle or whatever, it doesn't get caught on anything and, you know, rip your belt off, and then you're left without pants as you're walking through the jungle there and end up being on Naked and Afraid inadvertently. So I usually am naked and afraid, but that is a whole nother story. It's got a cool clip point. It is full tang. This is probably one of my favorite Beckers, if I'm being honest. It kind of feels that, it just feels nice. It feels that need there. If you need a survival knife, camping knife, this is cool. If you like the Becker lineup, this is really cool. It's not too big, not too small, just right. But yeah, you know, you can use this, you know, if you got to drive any stakes into the ground or anything like that, or, you know, adjust someone's attitude. So anyways, yep, it's a Becker. Put that in frame. There you go. Boom. Subscribe, comment. I may read it, I may not. We'll see. Thanks, guys.